We're back with the Jeep postgame show. Let's immediately go out to Tracy Wilson for the presentation of the SEC Championship Trophy. Tracy?
Well, thank you so much, guys. And let's hear it one more time for the Alabama Crimson Tide. SEC champions. And now it is time to present the MVP of the award of the game, Eddie Lacy. Not too shabby of a day for you, Eddie. Very hard to pick just one MVP of this game where so many people stood out. But for you to have this opportunity after the off-season injuries and the surgeries and now to be up here representing your teammates and having a chance to go play in the national championship, can you put that into words and describe that?
As of right now, I mean, I'm still excited. I can't explain it right now, but I mean, coming from the injury and, having the success, thanks to my teammates, I'm just happy right now.
Well, congratulations. And now, the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Nick Saban. And Nick, you've been part of a lot of big ones. But how about this?
Well, this was the most exciting, biggest win because it's what happened today. And I'm so happy for our fans, the people of the state of Alabama, everybody in our administration and our program, and these players who did a fantastic job competing to come back in the game against a very good Georgia team.
Well, you mentioned it, and you were holding your heart after that, but what about the poise of this team and what they showed when they were down in this game and just kept coming back?
Well, we kept telling them that that's what we train them to do, that to have the mental toughness and the physical toughness to hang in there and play for 60 minutes in the game, and I got to be really proud of the way we did it today.
Well, congratulations. You're on to Miami. And now, to present the championship trophy, Commissioner of the SEC, Mike Sly.
Thanks, Tracy. First, ladies and gentlemen, we want to congratulate the Georgia Bulldogs and head coach Mark Richt on a great season and one of the finest championship games in the history of the SEC. And now it's my pleasure to present the 2012 Football Championship Trophy to Coach Saban and the Crimson Tide. Coach, it's all yours.
One more time, let's hear it for the Alabama Crimson Tide SEC champions.
We are looking right now at the greatest coach of our time, with perhaps the greatest program the Southeastern Conference has seen since Paul Bear Bryant was at Alabama, Archie.
Well, yeah, I agree, Tim, and I think it's becoming kind of Wooden-like right here. We talked earlier about Nick Saban, his intensity, his focus. You can see it right. He said he's going to enjoy this. I think he will tonight, but I guarantee you he'll be on Notre Dame tomorrow.
And there's also legacy here as well, guys. 1973, Notre Dame beat Alabama 24-23 in the Sugar Bowl and cost them the national title. Wind up being a split national championship.
Yep.
Some will wake up those echoes as we revisit this great rivalry.
There may be a few out there that suggest that the old horseshoe might have been with the Crimson Tide this year, and I don't think that he would even argue that point.
Absolutely
a number of things happened to happen, and they did, but they were good enough to cash in.
Well, the way that the season ended, in regular season, of course, the bottom line is it was in their favor. Baylor, Stanford did them a favor to get them in this position, and after what happened tonight, it was an awesome deal.
And there were so many significant plays late in this football game, and Alabama was responsible for most of them.
No doubt about it. Well, a very gracious Mark Richt a few moments ago took some time to visit with our Tony Barnhart. Here were the statements of the head coach of Georgia with Tony.
Here with Georgia coach Mark Richt. Coach, that was an incredible drive at the end of the game. Tell us the last pass at the end. Obviously, with no timeouts, you want that to get to the end zone.
Well, he got batted at the line. We were throwing a fade. There's a speed out by the inside guy, and the outside guy was running a fade. That's where we're throwing the ball. But we ran that route because a lot of times when the inside receiver runs that speed out, it can get the attention of the corner. And we were throwing over the top, but it got battered at the line, and it just so happened it landed in our arms, which was not good. But normally that's good, but not in that case.
Incredible college football game, regardless of who you were pulling for. Heavyweight fight, both back and forth. From the Georgia perspective, what was the difference in the football game?
Well, I guess the clock ran out is all I can say.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we know it's been a tough night for Georgia. Thank you for spending some time with us.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll say this, too. We got some mighty tough warriors in there. I'm really proud of everybody.
Okay. Thank you, Coach.
No doubt about that, and our many thanks to Coach Rick for being so gracious to chat with Tony Barnhart. It was an incredible game. Final thoughts on the Notre Dame-Alabama game coming up for the national title, Arch?
Well, Notre Dame's got a month to get ready. Of course, Alabama does too. I think it'll be a great football game. And Spencer, I think it'll be great for college football. Alabama and Notre Dame.
I bet Brian Kelly, who was with us earlier, is glad that he left and didn't see this physical beating today, because it's going to be tough on the Irish. They're going to need a lot of luck to beat this team.
He has plenty of time to look at tape. Well, that will just about do it for tonight. Our many thanks to those of you watching the Jeep postgame show. Here's a look at what you'll see tonight on CBS. And don't forget to break down the game with the SEC tonight, presented by Geico. Right now on CBS Sports Network, that's the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Next Saturday, it's the 113th Army-Navy game presented by USAA. It all starts at 2:30 Eastern with Autotrader.com. College football today. And there's more football tomorrow, an NFL doubleheader on CBS. Most will see the Patriots face the Dolphins and the Steelers meet the Ravens. It all begins at noon Eastern with the NFL today. For our entire crew here in Atlanta, thanks so much for watching. Congratulations, Alabama. The Echoes have truly awoken.